It's about to go down.
Yo, what's good, yo? It's your boy Bolo Biggs, aka Bolo McBiggins, aka 1.75, Jameson, aka the Irish Yellow Man, the Irish Yellow Man. Anyways, what's good, y'all? It's good to be back. It's the luck of the Irish weekend. We're gonna knock some shit out. The weather cooperating with us this weekend. Finally going to address my wheel well issues with the big rust, the big opening. Been putting it off for a while because the weather wasn't cooperating. But I can't proceed with anything else until I address this. I hope you guys get some good tips out of it, because I know one of the biggest struggles I've come across is that hole on my wheel well. There was no way to address it except to weld it, and so on and so on. We don't weld. We fabricate. We do things by hand. We get creative. I hope you guys get some good use out of it. I'm waiting for my boy George. We're gonna knock it out, and then we're gonna go meet up with our Irish brothers and throw down some Jameson and maybe some green beer. All right, let's do this. Let's do this, son. Let's do this. All right, y'all. So we got a break in the weather. The shit keeps teasing me. It's supposed to get up to about 57 degrees today at 1 o'clock peak. Let me show you what we're working on today. Hopefully, we'll be able to do it all. So I got my my fan, my Max fan, and all the supplies to go with it. Now, the reason why I went with the Max fan, I got more bang for my buck. More bang for my buck by doing that, and the reviews on it was just phenomenal. Other than the other fan that everybody likes to put in. Yeah, we got our quad polyurethane and all that good shit sitting out in the sun. Hopefully, it'll bring it up to temperature. So I had a question what I was gonna do about the holes in my floor. I am putting rivets in. These are the biggest rivets I had, so I will probably use washers on the top and the bottom. Put the caulking in between, and then just pop them. A lot of these other ones are perfect sizes, so I won't need a washer on some of those. And this here is my the bigger size rivet gun, if you will. Now in this area here, I didn't want to caulk the shit out of this in case I have to get back to it. When I do eventually do my floor, I will have some sort of access panel. I don't know if I'll ever need to get to it, but you know me, just in case. I went ahead and cut my sheet metal that I had for my ceiling. And we're just gonna caulk the shit out of it, and then rivet those in too. I only have that on two sides. Now the main reason why we're here is to put those sheet metal fabrications that we did to address that. That there is some bullshit, guys. I have it on both sides. It's here. Yeah. It's here and on the other side. So I'm gonna peel some of this back just so we have metal to work with. And then of course my Max fan. The location of my fan, where I'm putting it, these were the original, that there and that there was the original hatches that we went ahead and sealed. I don't want to have to cut through that again, only because I thought this was a perfect location for it. So I've been researching for the longest time since I got this bus. There's a vent up top. It's about a 5x5 vent, and as you can see, it absolutely goes nowhere, and I can't get anybody to tell me what the hell it's for. The only thing that we could think of was, the only thing that we could come up with was a future option that the bus company could have put in, but it serves no purpose. And if you actually go on top, the vents that's there, I've seen a lot of people caulk around it. If it goes nowhere, then water's getting in there and just sitting, and you could have potential issues. So I was gonna eliminate it anyway. but now I have a place to put my max fan. With that said, we're gonna get started, and I'll try to catch as much videos as I can for you guys, and maybe some helpful tips. Guys, when I prime this up with the cold compound that I mentioned, it's very important, very important that you guys wear a mask when dealing with this, because this actually contains, the reason why I went with it is because it actually contains, I believe it was 93% pure zinc. When it dries and while it's shooting out all the good stuff, that's why I went with it. It's creating another metal layer, if you will. But zinc is pretty bad for you if you inhale it. So, but I wanted to bring that to y'all's attention, since I didn't mention it last time. If I ever forget to point out what I'm doing, if you ever have a question, feel free to ask. There's always a reason for everything I do. I do a pretty bad job at explaining it, so.
I need, give me a marker.
All right. So we're just refitting it, guys, to make it nice and tight. Looks like we got a little bit of gap there, so we're gonna take some off of here. That way we can get a nice tight fit. So we're just trimming it down there. Probably have to do the same with this one, because we did pretty much the same exact measurement. The whole thought process behind that, the sheet metal, if I didn't explain it to you in the past or if you missed it, so we are gonna lay down the caulking that you guys see that I had on the ground, just cake the shit out of it, put the top sheet down, and then do another section underneath with a bunch of caulk and more sheet metal, and we're just gonna sandwich it and either rivet it or place it together with screws, sheet metal screws. I don't know how to weld, and we don't have the machinery for it, so that's why we're doing this process. We placed it, and as you can see, it's snug. So we're gonna try to do the first piece. Right, so that's all the caulk I have, and to do this side, so basically whatever size that sheet is, which comes to about here and all the way over, we have to cake the shit out of it with caulk, and that side too. And that there is not enough, probably not even close to being enough for one. So we're gonna run to Home Depot real quick. Shout out to Home Depot before we even get started. All right, check it out, y'all. We're on our way to Home Depot. We had to take the Denali because us two big boys don't fit in my Benz very well, like two fat sardines in a can. But I just want to show y'all something real quick. My man here has a gangster lean. That's how OGs do, old school shit. Nah, ain't nobody more gangster than me. I lean way back. I'm motherfucking in the back seat, son. Look, are you serious about that cock game? All right, we're back. So I'm actually gonna clean this up some more and just cut that out. Because if you can see, there's a, let me get the camera to focus. As you can see, there's a little bit of a lip there. This piece, that way it can just come out and just drop. We're just gonna put a shield there, right here. So, so just cleaning it up because I just fucking took a metal shaving out of my finger. So I gotta clean this up for him a little bit more. But now you see it's pretty flat. All right, so we got the first piece of what we're doing in. Now we're just gonna cake the shit out of it so we can put the top piece in. Yes, I'm tired. Puffing. All right, and this is what it looks like from the bottom. If you can see, we're just holding it in place right now. But I'm gonna come back and clean this up, cut this down, and put a bunch more in up here also. Now for the top, we're actually gonna hit it from the inside down, so we grab both the sheet metal at the same time while it pancakes it. But I don't think I'm gonna cut this down too much. That way when I undercoat the vehicle, it'll have something to grab to. Alright guys, so this side actually went on much smoother. Gotta put a few more in there. But let me show you what's going on up top. George is ready for me, so here we go. That's what we're doing. Then we're putting that sheet down. Up top, the longer screws that I use, I'm gonna have to cut that down now, so that George, we can put that sheet metal on top. All right, got it in place. River dance on it. Put some weight down, and then we're just gonna drill it down, guys. And then caulk whatever we miss. We're hitting it from the inside, and we're just sandwiching the two now. As you can see, George's coming out through the top. Don't worry about this here, guys. This is just surface rust. It got stained on me. Now, the reason why we're going with the longer screws is because we want to make sure it definitely grabs and keep pulling and pulling and pulling. Oh, wait, George, I got to back that out. I got to put pressure on it for you. So, I'm going to come back and cut that. I had to get him to back that out and then go back in. He caught my piece of 2x4. But we missed that one totally. You missed it.
I don't care. I'm gonna try to catch it.
Okay. Oh, the reason why he missed it, he's concentrating on the piece up top, which we have to do anyway. So I'm not too worried about that. We're gonna come back and cut that, and we're just gonna fill in a few more here, just to secure it. He's going with the shorter ones. Again, guys, he's missing it because we have to address the piece up top. So this section here is being sandwiched with the piece up top, and we connected it perfectly. And then he'll finish that off, and then we'll do that side. All right, go ahead, G. Are you going all the way to the corner? Hold on. I don't got good grip. Hold on. Back it up. All right, go ahead. Do one more twist. Alright. So that's exactly what we want. We want the caulk to ooze back out. We're gonna
smooth it out.
Yeah. We're not gonna leave it like that. We're gonna add more and seal it up. That shit looks legit. Telling George, I am more than pleasantly surprised how strong that is. That caulk is already taking shape, strong. It's holding it together. This side's gonna be easy now that we know how to do it. First time ever fabricating something like that. Love it. All right, guys. First piece done. We're gonna take a lunch break. Is it going in too easy, G?
No. I just make it look easy.
Shut the fuck up. So the reason why I was asking if it was going in too easy is because I was worried about the strength of any areas that may have rust deeper rust. I mean, but he's saying he's just stronger than me because I was having a tough time on the other side.
You can hear it.
We're just putting on a generous amount, yo. You got tired just sitting down, dude. We're squatting down. Yeah. Oh, you went too high, G.
Oh, that's so good. It's so good. See?
You slide it down so that way. Oh, I gotta catch it from the backside. I actually did have to come in from the backside to come all the way in. So from back there. But it looks good. Now we'll attack it from up top and sandwich it. Yeah. Alright, so when I told you we were caking it on, we are being very generous with it. Just to get a good seal. And he's gonna hit back here too. Alright, so we didn't leave this area. But we're not gonna waste it. We're just putting this shit on like putty. Being generous with it. We did a pretty kick-ass job. This is the biggest project on the bus yet. I mean, I could have fixed it a lot sooner, a lot easier, but we wanted to make it strong. Woo. Now we'll let it dry. Come back to it in a few days, see if I missed anything. But I'm pretty happy. I'm happy as shit, actually. So I'm just putting a generous amount. It's gonna push it back up. King Kong. Pop that joint.
Work that chest. You know you're gonna be sore tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be sore as shit. You get that?
Yeah, I got it.
That's what's up. That's how we do. If I get one that's a little bit small, I'm just gonna hit it up and clean it up a little bit. And then it should fit. So again, just like the rest of them, I'm gonna dip them and then I'm gonna just pop it. Looking good. Looking good. That's what's up. So I'm just gonna keep going with this, guys. Have a generous amount. Guys, these bigger ones, the ones where I will have to use the washer up top and the bottom, because I just don't have a big enough rivet. These were actually from the wheelchair lift. Obviously because they needed bigger bolts, but I'll address that later when I have two people. Everything's going good. I'm gonna go hit as many as I can before I lose sunlight and the temperature goes down. I'll go back and touch that up later. Yeah, look at those little towers. Looking like some Alien Nation shit. Yeah, so I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. Battery's running low and George has left me for the day. He had to run to the gym. You know, as old folks, we gotta find ways to stay in shape. That's a lie. I'm in the worst shape of my entire life, bro. But yeah, thanks my boy for coming out, man. That's my brother from another mother. Man, I'm gonna tell you what, man. My buddy, my broham, my little Guatemalan. That's family right there, man. My man's been with me since day one. Since we was talking about opening up a cheeseburger, no cheese, little stand on the side of Walter Reed, South Arlington. That's my man, though. Thanks, fam. Thanks for coming out, man. For the rest of you guys, I hope you guys picked up some good tips. But this was the biggest job we've come across yet. I think that is pretty much it. Always a concern for us because we don't do welding, but we are good with fabricating things and just coming up with just ideas. So anybody out there that has issues with their wheel well in that bad of a condition, hopefully maybe this technique will work for you guys. But the most important part, in my opinion, is done. We didn't get to the max fan today, but that's not a big deal. This was necessity. The fan is pleasure, in my opinion. But we'll get that addressed when we get better weather. But I am so grateful, and I'm happy, man. That there I've been waiting for the last 2-3 months for the weather to cooperate, and this was the last thing I was waiting on. Now I can attack the inside. So hopefully the next few videos, few series will be addressing nothing but the inside build. So with that said, be good to each other. I'll see y'all on the flip side. Your boy Bolo Biggs out. Peace.